Good morning, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to day 8 of our 21-day walk with John. Today we're going to look at John 8. And I want to focus on a particular statement that Jesus makes when he says, "Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." Now I want you to think about that for a moment, because we live in a world where the truth can be confusing, or sometimes our truth depends on what side of the political aisle we stand on, or where we stand in our faith. It develops our concept of truth. I mean, there are as many opinions of what truth is as there are people in the world. So sometimes it's hard to know what's real and what's fake. And you see people bending this truth to fit their agenda. You've seen this over and over. Even in our own lives, we wrestle with what's right and what's wrong. But Jesus cuts through the noise. He says, "I am the truth." And if we follow him, we're really aligning ourselves with what is real and what is unchangeable. See, the truth is not just about the facts, my friends. It's about understanding our purpose, our identity, and what really matters in our lives. But here's the best part. Jesus says that knowing the truth will set you free. Not just from legalism, not just from the guilt, but from the lies that hold us back, from the shame that we feel sometimes, from the fears that we have, or the confusion that seems to just pervade our lives. When we embrace this truth, when we embrace God's truth, it transforms us from the inside out. It makes our minds become clearer. It brings our hearts to peace. And our lives become more aligned with what's ultimately good. What's good. But the question is, are we willing to listen to this truth? Even when it challenges us, even when it changes the way we look at life. Because freedom comes when we accept the words of Jesus and let his truth shape our lives. So my friends, I want you to remember today, Jesus is the embodiment of truth. And following him leads to freedom. That's freedom from the lies. That's freedom from the fear. And that's freedom from the burdens that weigh us down in our lives. When we choose to walk in his truth, my friends, we find that our life is genuinely free. Thanks for listening, my friends. Today, let's embrace his truth. And let's live in that freedom that he offers every day. You have a blessed day. Take care.